Welcome back to E3FC.
E3FC! E3FC!
This is the best soccer podcast for kids by kids.
Today we are going to be talking about the Gold Cup semifinals.
But first, let's recap the quarterfinals. First up, we got Guatemala versus Canada. Canada got an early penalty that wasn't too good of a shot. Jonathan David took the shot and scored. Then everybody thought that Canada were going to beat Guatemala. Then Guatemala just kept fighting and fighting. Schavelberg got a red card because he got 2 yellow cards. And then after that, Santis did an incredible cross to Rubio Mendez, and Rubio Mendez scored a header. Then it was 1-1, and it went into penalties. Then the goals kept going back and back. And then a miss from Canada. And then a miss from Guatemala. And then a miss from Canada. And then a score from Guatemala. Then Guatemala won. I think the MVP of the match was Navarro. Ezra, now, what do you think about Canada versus Guatemala?
I think that Guatemala did amazing, and I think that the 2 red cards was such a mistake.
Producer, what do you think about that match? You've been watching Guatemala a very long time.
I thought that was the best game that Guatemala's ever played since I've seen them. I think they were 4th place in a Gold Cup in 1996. So I don't remember that. I was just a kid when I saw that, and I don't remember it. So since I can remember, I saw Guate play with excitement, with power, with intelligence. They were thoughtful about how they passed. They had a good strategy. I think Flaco Tena, the coach, has done something incredible, and I think every single player on that team is showing that they are not only an underdog but incredibly full of potential.
Now we next up have Honduras versus Panama. Honduras lost 6-0 to Canada. So everybody thought that Honduras were not going to do very good. So they did pretty good. Panama also scored a penalty. And then they scored, it was 1-0. Everybody thought, again, Panama, they're going to win. Honduras, later in the match, a goal for Honduras. It was a very good goal. Then 1-1 into penalties. They both scored four goals. Panama missed. Then Honduras missed. Then Panama missed. And then Honduras scored. Honduras ended up winning. Ezra, what do you think about the Honduras-Panama match?
I think they did, Honduras did pretty good and pretty bad. They were pretty medium good and medium bad. But I think Panama did great. I think and ending up, Panama beat Honduras.
Also, I think the MVP of the match was the goalkeeper for Honduras, making all these saves. Next up, we have Costa Rica versus USA. This was an incredible match. Costa Rica scored a penalty in the 9th minute. Terrible mistake from USA. Then USA got a goal back from Diego Luna. Then another goal from, I can't remember his last name, but his first name is Max. And then Costa Rica scored again, 2-2. Went into penalties. USA scored 4 and Costa Rica scored like 4. And then USA scored 1 and then Costa Rica missed and then USA won. Ezra, who do you think did the best in this match? Also, I think the MVP was Diego Luna. USA versus Costa Rica, Ezra.
I think that USA did very good and they ended up winning. I think the best player in that match was Diego Luna.
Mexico versus Saudi Arabia. Not a very good match from Mexico. They kind of got lucky in both goals. The first goal was a hit at the goalkeeper and a rebound. Kind of lucky. Then the second goal was an own goal from Amadou. He scored it with the back of his head. So, what can you do? So, Mexico won 2-0. I don't think it was too good of a match. It was very close. But I think the MVP was Vega. Ezra, what do you think about this match? Mexico versus Saudi Arabia.
I think Mexico did good and Saudi Arabia did good. I think they both did good.
Okay, now we're on our semifinals. First, Guatemala versus USA. I think Guatemala did amazing to Canada, and USA did pretty okay, but not how you thought they would play. So I'm going to give it a 2-1 USA. Asher, what do you think the score is going to be between USA and Guatemala?
I'm going to go for the same thing, 2-1 USA.
Honduras, Mexico, that sounds like a pretty good match. I'm going to guess 2-0 Mexico versus Honduras. It could be more, but I think Honduras did really good in the Panama match, so I'm going to just give it 2-0.
I'm going to go 2-0 too.
Okay, bye guys!